Hi, how you doing tonight, folks? Now, this is a video in response to my other video that I made, which is saying no fire department cuts in New York should be made by Mayor Bloomberg. We should be adding fire engine and ladder companies, not cutting them. When you cut a fire engine company and you cut a ladder company, you put people in danger because it means it takes much longer for a response to be made in a call in that area where that cut was made. And if there's another fire in the area and something happens, then this means even bigger trouble, and that's no good. All right, now this is what I think really should be done. Now, on Williamsburg, it's a neighborhood with a lot of kids. I mean, big families with as many as 5 to 10 babies. Now, you gotta have when in those such areas, you gotta have a very fast response. Otherwise, you got fatalities, folks. Now on Division Avenue over there, there's vacant lots there. They need to put their Division Wilson Avenue. They need to open an additional engine company there, plus another ladder company in that area. Plus, like I said in the other videos, all the fire department cuts that were made by Bloomberg, the last time he did cuts, and he closed 5 engine companies. Those 5 engine companies must be reopened, plus 3 additional engine and ladder companies open in the city. That would be the one area. Another area where there should be added fire protection, and more lives could have been saved over at the World Trade Center had there been more units to respond faster south of 14th Street, Canal Street, and at Canal and Church Street. Right there's a vacant lot that's currently being used as a parking lot. The city could take it over by eminent domain, and right there should be an additional engine and ladder company open in that area. The ladder company should be a tower ladder company. There's more people living south of Bleecker Street now than there was back in 2001 when 9/11 happened. Plus all those towers down at the World Trade Center are supposed to be reopened. There's supposed to be more towers down there. There's apartment buildings that have been built up. They need more fire protection, not less, folks. Another area, there's another neighborhood that has lots of kids. I mean, big families with as much as 10 to 12, 13 kids. Borough Park, Brooklyn, and there's a vacant lot where the landlord foolishly had his building torn down just to make it into a parking lot. Well, folks, I don't think it should stay a parking lot. I think the city should take it over by eminent domain, and there should be another fire engine company, and there should be a tower ladder company in this space. The space is at 13th Avenue and 47th Street in Brooklyn. And that used to be where the Rain Pharmacy was a store in that building. And I think there was apartments. So we have to look at Google Maps. There would still be an image of that building and Google Street Views. Look at Google Maps, and you get to see how the streets look on the ground. Plus, you get to see the satellite view. Okay, and there should be, like I said, all 5 engine companies that were closed originally should be reopened. Now, what I'm talking about in that neighborhood I just mentioned, there's only 1 engine and ladder company in that whole entire neighborhood. The other engine company that would be south of that area, Mayor Bloomberg foolishly closed it. which means that whenever engine 148, no, it's engine 282 and rather 148 go on a call in that neighborhood, the backup units have to come from way outside the neighborhood. They're coming, you got the engine company that's coming all the way from Foster Avenue and McDonald, and there's another engine company coming all the way from 60th Street. Rather 282 148 is over at 12th Avenue between 42nd and 43rd Street. So if there was another fire in their neighborhood or something big happening in that area, and then there was another fire, oh man, you're talking about kids that are going to be perishing in the middle of the night, folks. That's a real dangerous situation. The mayor just does not understand. Maybe the fire would happen in his way, in his where he lives, and his life would just be very safe. Then he would think different, you know. Sometimes that's what it takes. Just like the old saying, you don't know how to swim? Well, if you're thrown in, you're going to learn. Okay, folks.